MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Jose Quintana gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Chris Taylor. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead of foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 0-1 the count. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit sharply on the ground. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Set and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1-0 home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he misses 2-1. Baez, a runner at second with one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Folds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He brings with him a .313 batting average. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Shoots this one over to first, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Matt Kemp, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
A 1 pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And now a pitch on the way. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called, and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Logan Forsythe. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Up top, it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The 2-1. High pop up. Quintana has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Standing in, Yasmani Grandal. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Hayward now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-1 home. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Seager will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Jose Quintana, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And it misses. 3-1 now. And he lays off here. It's ball four. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's Addison Russell. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Taylor is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. A base hit in his first trip. Kershaw comes set. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. On to Forsythe covering, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. Will move to the third with no score. Into the box now, Yasiel Puig, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Here's the pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Baez is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in, Clayton Kershaw. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Very weakly on the ground. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 3, Chris Taylor.
Standing in, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Albert Almora. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Center fielder, Albert Almora.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And he misses with it. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kemp is in his tracks now, and he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First pitch of the at-bat. A bold strike on the inside corner.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field.
Chasing after it is Taylor.
2 gone.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Kershaw into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Settling in now, Justin Turner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. Happ is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Corey Seager, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A ball and a strike now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Squared that one up just a little late. Bellinger is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So here's Matt Kemp now.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Seager leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped him up. Seager is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian Happ.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Happ normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. Now the 1-0 is taken below the zone for a ball. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 2-1 home. Here's a slider taken for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hit out towards second. Forsythe is there. Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Kershaw gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Stepping in now, Jose Quintana,
as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Puig is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
And now is Yasiel Puig. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And this is fouled at the plate. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Here now the 2-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Left side. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Addison Russell.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Kemp. Still going back. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run for Addison Russell. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Second baseman, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Turner has room in foul territory. And he brings it in on the warning track.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. .3-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. 1 out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Forsythe on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 1-0 Chicago. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. He'll start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 3, Chris Taylor.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Bryant is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Justin Turner.
At the plate, Justin Turner, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard toward the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Kemp. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Here's Corey Seager. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
0-1 the count.
Pitch on the way. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low apparently.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. On the ground to second for Baez. Scooped up. On to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Lined hard to the left side. Foul. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit ball to second. Baez has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Striding in once again, Matt Kemp. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. It remains 1-0. Into the box now. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Heading out toward shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
So stepping in, Javier Baez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Liner toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Into the box, Logan Forsythe. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Almora in pursuit. 1 away. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Striding into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Hits this one hard the other way. And there are two away now.
The right fielder, number 62, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Two away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bases are empty here with two men out. High pop up. Bryant over to his left, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail this one 1-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Baez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jock Peterson is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 31.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here it comes. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
Now batting, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Taylor has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him, and he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
In now, Wilson Contreras. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 2 out, nobody on.
D-Rod.
1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1.
Oh, that's out.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. Wilson Contreras, his first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
The left fielder, number 8, is
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
That's ball 2.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Hit well again down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. Leading off the inning, Jock Peterson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground, and this will land foul. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson, and he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Boy, D-Roll, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the ninth inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point. Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
2-2. Lined hard toward right center. Hayward is there. One away. Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Almora, and it's gone into the bleachers. Chris Taylor with a solo shot. His first homer here in the series, and the Dodgers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
In now, Justin Turner.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Baez is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Here's Corey Seager. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,000 back. It's 1-2 now.
This is one of those classic cases. And this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken their first step as they claim game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only 1 single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Chicago jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Jose Quintana is the winning pitcher of record. Clayton Kershaw is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. The loss goes to Clayton Kershaw. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.